The federal government is the caretaker of a nationwide collection of thousands of tracts of land, many containing hazardous or toxic waste sites. Over the past 50 years, research facilities, private industry, and military installations have contaminated these sites with a variety of radioactive and toxic heavy metals, as well as other hazardous materials. In many cases, records of these materials and where they are buried are inaccurate, incomplete, or just don't exist. In order to identify and clean up contaminated areas, researchers are faced with the problem of developing a cost-effective and efficient mechanism for determining the presence of heavy metal contaminants in the soil. Conventional methods involve first conducting extensive field sampling, then safely packaging these samples and shipping them off to conventional laboratories for a battery of analytical tests. The process was slow, laborious, and expensive. Department of Energy researchers needed a faster, safer, more cost-effective solution. One research team believes it may have an answer. At the Ames laboratory in Iowa, the researchers have developed a highly sophisticated mobile laboratory that does the sampling and analysis on site. It's called the Mobile Demonstration Laboratory for Environmental Screening Technologies, or MDLEST for short.
The MDLEST is a conventional laboratory on wheels. We have the same instrumentation that's in a conventional laboratory. The only difference is that we can take this instrumentation to the site and analyze the samples in situ. The analysis for the MDLEST takes approximately 15 minutes from the time we sample until we have a published report, versus a conventional site where you have to dig the sample, send it off-site, they have to be analyzed, and it takes approximately 90 days to return the sample.
The cost of conventional off-site testing methods typically total $1,500 to $2,000 per sample. With hundreds of samples being collected at each site, costs can quickly become staggering. By utilizing the mobile laboratory onboard technologies, the cost for testing drops to between $300 and $500 per sample. In a large-scale test in Ohio, MDLEST provided extensive testing at a cost of $40,000. Normal costs for the same test using traditional methods would have totaled over $250,000. Not only are MDLEST tests less expensive and faster, they are also safer to perform.
The MDLEST has several safety advantages over conventional laboratory. The first deals with robotic sampling. The robotic arm places the end effector into a sampling site, even in highly radioactive areas, to automate sampling without any human intervention. The second advantage is that we only take the amount of sample that we're going to analyze. A conventional lab usually takes approximately 2 pounds to do a sample analysis. The MDLEST requires approximately 1/100th of a teaspoon. The third advantage is that we sample on the site and we do not remove the contamination to a non-contaminated area for analysis.
It's estimated that using a mobile lab such as MDLEST over 5 to 10 years could save over hundreds of millions of dollars and accomplish the work both quicker and safer. Early MDLEST tests have been so successful that the former Soviet government has expressed an interest in using the technology to assist in the cleanup of 2 of the world's worst nuclear accidents, Chernobyl and Chelyabinsk. For Technology Today, I'm Nicole Watson.